typically what happens is people learn art by copying other artists first, and then they eventually kind of make their art their own. And so my hope in this course is that you will learn from me, and then you will become an artist, and you will have your own setup of trading that works beautiful for you. You have your own consistent edge where you have confidence in the market and you're making a lot of money. And maybe you started out by copying some of the setups that I show, but you evolve into an incredible trader because you copied first, and then you became an artist on your own and had your own edge and learned how to exploit that edge over and over and over again. So what I want to talk about for the rest of our time in this video is, what is the process for this? What does it look like to develop an edge on my own? And I want to give you, let's see here, 6 things. All right. The first is this. If you want to develop your own edge, you need to always be learning. You have to always be learning. So take in as much education that you can about the market. So you have to learn the setups first. Okay. So after you learn the setups, the second thing you're going to do is you're going to come up with a trading plan for yourself. What are your rules for the setup? Your rules for entry, your rules for exit, and all of that kind of stuff. And then you're going to test it. And what you can do is you can look at charts and you can manually back test things and see, if I had taken this trade at this and I sold here, what would my profit have been? How often would I win on this trade? How often would I lose on this trade? What would my win versus loss look like as far as money? So does this keep a good risk reward strategy? So you've got this plan, and what you want to do is you want to kind of pick one. Maybe pick one of the setups that I'm teaching in this course, and then back test it, like 50 to 100 trades worth of data. Now, back testing does have one flaw, and so I'm a fan of it for giving you confidence. But one of the flaws is people think, well, because it always did this in the past, then it always has to do that in the future. And that's not how the market works. Okay, the market never has to do what it's done in the past. But you can use the data that you find from back testing to give you confidence in your own. So do 50 to 100 trades. Maybe paper trades or back testing or whatever, and then answer the questions of how often does this play out. And what you want is, you want a setup that's going to play out more often than it doesn't. You want something that has about a 60% win rate at minimum, and you want to make sure that your average win is more than your average loss. Okay, so find that through back testing, through paper trading. And then the third step is this: is you want to start small with real money. Paper trading, one of its shortcomings is there's no emotion attached whenever it's not real money. And many times people are great traders when they're trading play money or monopoly money. And then when they have to trade their own money, they end up losing because they don't, the emotion gets involved and they end up losing money. And so start small, and take about 20 trades with a small position size to then figure out, does the plan that I came up with and I back tested and it works, does it work in real life? Am I seeing similar results in my real life trading? And let yourself feel those emotions. Understand that I am going to lose sometimes, and those losses are tuition, but keep the losses small so that the tuition is cheap. Okay. And then once you've got a setup that is still working out more often than it isn't with real money at small size, you now have the beginnings of an edge that you can start to exploit. So then the next thing you're going to do, step 4, is you're going to perfect the setup. Well, how do I perfect the setup once I've got one that works out? Well, the first thing you're going to do is you need to make sure that you're always collecting data. You always want to be journaling your trades. I use a software that can show me what my setup was, what my win-loss is, what my average winners versus losers are, my profit factor, all of that kind of stuff, all the important information that I need to be able to adjust my trading, whether it's adjusting risk, adjusting my entry rules, my exit rules, or whatever. But you want to journal. What is your setup? Why did you get in? How are you feeling emotionally when you got into the trade? How did you feel emotionally as the money moved? What was your entry? What was your exit? What was your risk to reward ratio on that trade? What did I do right? What did I do wrong? What can I learn from these wins, and what can I learn from these losses? So perfect the setup. One of the things that you can do to perfect a setup is you can consider finding a mentor. Find somebody else that trades that can help you review your trades with you. Someone that is experienced, someone that is consistently profitable, and someone that can help you be a fresh set of eyes on your trades is one way that you can help perfect the setup. And then once you have perfected the setup, that's when you size up. And a lot of people, what they want to do is they want to size up immediately, or they want to just use a consistent size all the time without adjusting for the market, adjusting for experience, or whatever. Um, but that shouldn't be one of the first things you do. Sizing up should actually be the final step. When you're consistently profitable, then you size up. A lot of people think I can get consistently profitable by using the same size all the time. But no, you actually want to size up your position after you're consistently profitable. And then the final step is this. You need to write this down, okay? Write it down. Write down what your edge is. Any serious trader is going to have a business plan that they follow with their trades. They're going to have a plan for business because they're going to treat trading like a business, not like a hobby, not like gambling. It's a business for them. So you need a business plan. And in that business plan, you need to write down what exactly is this setup? What are my rules for entry? What are my rules for exit? This is your playbook, okay? You're going to add that one to your playbook and you're going to write it down. And then you're going to start this process over again with another setup. And eventually what you want to have at the end is a toolbox or a playbook of about 3 to 4 setups that are ideal. And the reason I say 3 to 4 setups is because markets change. You want something that's going to work well in a trending environment. You're going to want something that works well in a consolidating sideways price action environment. You want a variety of different setups so that you can make money in any market. But you start with one, you perfect it, you get it profitable, you size up, you write it down. There's your edge. Then exploit the heck out of it.
Now that you've learned how journaling and good risk management is going to help give you a real edge in the markets and help you grow as a trader faster than most people ever will, this is just the beginning. If you want to keep your momentum going and you really want to accelerate your progress, here are the next steps that you should take, okay? If you're ready for more, I would encourage you to dive into the next course in my series, the 201 course. It is packed with advanced strategies, practical trade breakdowns, guaranteed to help you level up. This is how you build your trading playbook and start growing your wealth faster than you ever thought imaginable. If you want the full experience with that, you can also join the Legacy Profits Club. As a member, you're going to get access to every course in our trading series. You are going to get daily trade ideas to help you put what you're learning into practice. You're going to get exclusive tools. You're going to get a community full of traders that are ready to help you and who support each other. And it is the best way to surround yourself with the right people and the right resources, okay? And then finally, I just want to offer you, if you need some personal guidance, if you want feedback on your trading, or if you've got like questions about your next move, you can book a free consultation call with me. There's no sales pitch, just a real conversation to help you get aligned on what your goals are, help you map out what the path to success looks like for you, and maybe what your next steps are. And I would encourage you to use the link below to secure your spot there, because I only take a few people per week on that. And I just want to congratulate you. You have already proven yourself committed by finishing this course. So don't let your momentum stop here. Pick your next step below. Let's keep building trading success together. You'll find all the links for the 201 course, the Legacy Profits Club, and your free consultation in the description below. And I can't wait to see what you accomplish next.